Welcome back. This right here is kind of sickening. These people are now trying to blame Charlie Kirk's own staff on betraying him. I swear, the left is getting out of hand. These conspiracy theory people are getting out of hand. Everything. Not only that, the judge has found the defendant who killed Charlie Kirk really not guilty. Found him not capable to stand trial in a way. His lover disappeared. That transgender lover of Tyler Robinson who killed him disappeared, so it's getting out of hand. Let's get into the video, shall we?
Now they want to blame Mikey McCoy. How in the world? Don't you find it interesting that the same people that's claiming that everybody's betrayed Charlie, they're not invited to the cookout?
And because Charlie had given me similar instructions along the years. Said if anything ever happens to me, you call Erica.
Yeah, that's the other
thing.
thing.
He drilled that into Mikey's brain so that when this moment of trauma happened, that he turned around and he knew he had to do it.
Mikey McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff and friend, who spent the whole morning dutifully and loyally by Charlie's side, filming everything, abandoned Charlie in the very instant Charlie was killed. Was Charlie actually dead? Did he need help? Did Mikey rush to his aid or get his phone camera out? Anything?
I can't imagine somebody having a gall to put Mikey out there and act as if he abandoned Charlie. He's a 20-year-old man seeing somebody get shot in the neck with blood gushing out. That's his best friend. Well, I don't understand why people feel the need to do stuff like this. He definitely runs off in probably absolute terror. Like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notifications. Anytime I go live and make a video, make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. So there's conspiracies that Mikey McCoy has something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Now, only people think this, but I still have to address it because people are spreading it on the internet, and in good faith and my loyalty to Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk, I do want to make sure that his legacy don't get marred by idiotic individuals who spend the majority of their time pushing conspiracy theories. Now, conspiracy theories are lucrative. There are two different ways to look at this. You have conspiracy theories being lucrative is the reason why people push conspiracy theories. Then you have other people who cannot compartmentalize what they see and compartmentalize that in reality, which means that they are refusing to believe that a nut job who is infused with hatred against Charlie Kirk and against conservatives, who was dating a transgender and decided he was going to take Charlie's life because of those things, they cannot put that in perspective. So they rather believe a conspiracy than to believe what's in there right in front of their faces. So it's a couple clips. The first is the guy Ian Carroll, which if you're unlucky to follow this guy, which I have no idea how he's even relevant because he's a complete anti-Semite. He made a whole statement about the suspicion of Mikey McCoy, which is Rob McCoy, Pastor Rob McCoy's son. Now, context real quick before we start this is that I know Rob McCoy. I've been around him. I spoke at his church before. I've been to events with Rob McCoy. I've been at dinner with Rob McCoy. I mean, you name it. I have had exposure to Rob McCoy on multiple occasions. And therefore, I can in part vouch for his behavior and vouch for his intent to a certain degree. Somebody like Ian Carroll has never met Rob McCoy a day in his life, but he's going to attract a certain character trait to Rob McCoy without knowing anything about him. But I want to play this clip because there are some things that I need to address that could be suspicious, and there's some things that are flat out just blatant stupidity. Roll the clip.
Didn't we just watch Rob say?
Justin's the CFO, chief financial officer, and Mikey's the chief of staff. And I'm watching, the minute Charlie was shot, he called me, says, "Dad, Charlie's been shot in the neck. Please call every pastor and pray."
The minute that Charlie was shot, Mikey called me and said, "Dad, Charlie's been shot in the neck." So was he on the phone with you? Because that seems pretty quick. And it's hard to say he even saw that it was a shot in the neck because he was behind him. But, right, and he turned around within a second. But then he also says this.
It's okay, son. He has wits about him. He was just directing.
Directing from not the scene? Directing from leaving? I mean, he sure seemed to have his wits about him. That is true.
He had blood all over him, and
He had blood all over him? Whoa, bro. Blood all over him?
Okay, pause it. Now, I went back and watched the full sermon that Pastor McCoy did, and in my personal opinion, it seems that Pastor McCoy either misspoke or he embellished, because I watched the footage that Ian Carroll put out there, and I can see clearly that it does not appear at this moment of the footage that we have that we're looking at that he had blood on him and that he was composed whatsoever. So his daddy embellishing is probably the most egregious thing that you can find in this video. Everything else is nor here nor there, because Rob McCoy goes on in his sermon to mention that Frank Turek had blood all over him. And so I don't know if he spoke too fast, he misspoke, he was speaking of Frank Turek instead of his son, or he was just embellishing about his son, which is the reason why you don't embellish, because one day a video clip is going to come out and somebody like this idiot is going to try to point out something without showing the entire context. And let's get to the rest of what he said, and then I can explain the rest. Roll it.
I mean, I see a white shirt, and we watched him walk away. I don't see any blood all over anyone. And I'm pretty sure that the only opportunity to get blood all over him was just loaded into the car while he was walking away on the phone.
Okay, so what he's trying to allude to is that somehow Mikey has something to do with this, right? If you listen to some of the naysayers, they're saying Mikey's behavior was suspicious. He didn't see Charlie get shot in the neck, which this next clip that we pull up will show you exactly where he's standing at. Now, you have to be smoking with a little bit of meth sprinkled in it if you somehow think that him standing where he's standing, he don't see Charlie Kirk get shot in his neck. So if you want to participate, get you one of these shirts or one of these merch items, and your purchase will go towards the Kirk family. A lot of people say, well, they already rich. I'm pretty sure Charlie Kirk was a multimillionaire. But one thing that you guys don't realize is that once you are done with your life and you can't bring in income anymore, that's detrimental to a person's family. Charlie Kirk had a show that was tremendously successful. It's a dog-eat-dog world. They're not finna keep his show going. They're gonna cut his show after probably another week or so, and they're gonna put somebody else in that spot. You're talking millions of dollars coming into his family that's no longer there. Unrealized gains. Charlie Kirk probably would have wrote 40 more books. Charlie Kirk should have lived another 50 years. And his children and his wife are not gonna have that unrealized gain from Charlie Kirk's legacy moving forward. So this is a contributing option for us that love him, that really love him, and that care about his family. This is a way that you can do it. Go to tatumstore.com, tatumstore.com. Now, you have to be smoking with a little bit of meth sprinkled in it if you somehow think that him standing where he's standing, he don't see Charlie Kirk get shot in his neck. Everybody in the world saw that video, and you can see the injury in Charlie Kirk and literally blood gushing out of his neck. And anybody in the vicinity of Charlie, whether you're behind him, to the side, in the front, or on the left side, you can see what happened. Now let's watch Mikey real quick, and we're going to blur out Charlie getting shot, but let's watch Mikey real quick, and then we're going to go from there. Roll the clip, and you can read the text on the TV to see what they're trying to say that he was doing while this was happening. Roll the clip. Literally his best friend, probably. Mikey was probably his best friend. They're accusing him of having something to do with his death. And all these guys are getting footage because they love Charlie, and Charlie likes to get all the coverage that he can because these things go viral. At this point, there's nothing suspicious about what Mikey McCoy is doing, except being Charlie's best friend. Now, he's standing off to the side, which you can see, and you tell me he couldn't see what happened to Charlie. Okay. We blurred it, didn't we? And Mikey goes and he turns around and he's just standing back there with all the other guys. See him? And then my whole thing is that why is this somehow suspicious? Like, why do people want to just make up random stuff and add suspicion to things that don't need to add suspicion to? They're just trying to find somebody. If you look at it long enough, you'll see somebody do something before he gets shot. And they, oh, look at her. Did she scratch her nose? He's looking right at Charlie. None of this is suspicious. Then he gets shot. Mikey is there. He sees it. He sees it happen right there. The team comes together. That's Frank Turek on the left that they claim was doing hand signals. Mikey is back there. They try to say that Mikey's on the phone. You can't tell what Mikey is doing there. He's probably holding his head, thinking, I just saw my best friend get shot in the neck. But hold on, time out. The conspiracy theorists are saying that he's on his phone. Unless this mofo have speed dial. You telling me Mikey see Charlie get shot, he plugs his ears like this, he walks away, and somehow he on the phone. They show no evidence of him dialing numbers or nothing. All of a sudden, he go from this to on his phone. Mikey wasn't on his phone instantaneously when Charlie got shot. Mikey probably's on his phone way back there. They see him all the way back in the parking lot. He's probably on his phone way back there. Now, when his dad said that he called me afterwards, only people that are silly take it literal. He called me right when Charlie got shot, he called me. He was saying, generally speaking, he called me after Charlie got shot, right after Charlie. That could be between the time he got shot and the time he gets to the hospital. That's still considered right after he got shot. But somehow it's a conspiracy that Mikey got something to do with it. And it says as Charlie is rushed into the SUV, Mikey can be seen in the distance just walking away. How did Mikey, not unless he is a ghost and he can teleport, if Charlie gets shot and Mikey's way over there, how did he get over there just walking? Not unless he's speed walking. He way over. He just walked.
This kind of shit right here is sickening. A man lost his life, and y'all stupid son of bitches want to make conspiracy theories about the people close to him that watched him and treat him like a fucking brother. But now y'all want to make a theory because y'all get those views, huh? Get that entertainment, get those sponsors. It all turn this man's death into a fucking profitable thing. It's sickening. The ones that are saying that Charlie Kirk's friends betrayed him, I hope y'all know, when y'all do fucking hit the bucket, y'all not going to heaven. Y'all going straight to fucking hell. Okay, y'all sitting there making a profit off this poor man. A man who left behind a wife and 2 daughters, who are not going to be able to get their daddy none. Won't be able to have the chance to walk his daughters down the aisle to get married. Won't be there for this when they turn 16. Won't be there for Christmas is coming up, or any Thanksgiving, Christmas for many, many years. But y'all stupid left-wing Democratic motherfuckers or like to see the shit who was celebrating when he got killed. I hope each and every one of y'all who celebrated his death, who talking shit about him, called him a dictator, a terrorist, a racist, I hope every single one of y'all have a rude awakening, not by getting killed none. This seeing everything y'all love and cherish slowly shrink and disappear. Because death is too good for y'all. Okay? Wishing death on y'all is too good. Y'all need to suffer. Y'all need to suffer like these people are suffering now. Have stuff y'all like taken from y'all. Not being killed, but just like taken away from y'all by the taxes. Or lose all your sponsors. Or have your name X-listed, blacklisted, so y'all can't do nothing like that. That'll teach y'all humility. But y'all blaming Mikey, you blaming all these other people that are close to Charlie Kirk, saying they the ones who done it. No. When someone gets shot, some people react differently. Some people couldn't believe what happened. But I blame Hillary Clinton, Obama, Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg, all the people in The View, all these left-wing Democratic people in the media on the left-wing side for Kirk's death. I'll keep on saying it. The Democrats had Charlie Kirk killed because he was telling the truth, spreading the gospel, opening people's minds, eyes, pulling the veil off their face that the Democrats have spent generations weaving in front of your face. You know, like John Cena, you can't see me? That's what the Democrats are doing to the damn people here. So they can't see the truth. So yeah, let's get back to the video, shall we?
He's just walking away because he's just happy his friend got shot in the neck, and he's not affected whatsoever, y'all. He's 20-some-year-old kid. Literally followed Charlie everywhere Charlie went for, I don't know, five years or so. Everywhere Charlie was, there was Mikey. Every time I saw Charlie, there was Mikey. Every wedding, when they had the wedding, their pre-wedding, every event, SAS, Amfest, for the last 5 years, I have never seen Charlie without Mikey. And he is somehow in on the death of his best friend. Roll it. He's distraught, y'all. He's distraught, probably. He's probably losing his mind. Yeah, they say he's walking. The gape on his legs look like he's moving pretty quickly.
Mikey McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff and friend, who spent the whole morning dutifully and loyally by Charlie's side, filming everything, abandoned Charlie in the very instant Charlie was killed. Was Charlie actually dead? Did he need help? Did Mikey rush to his aid or get his phone camera out? Anything? No, nothing. All of a sudden, Mikey McCoy didn't care about Charlie Kirk at all and just left him behind. What is going on?
I hope that these people die and burn in hell for doing this stuff. I can't imagine somebody having to put Mikey out there and act as...
I'll just tell you, hell is too good for them. Okay? That's where they want to be at. Pieces of shit like that don't deserve to go to hell. I was tape, okay? How about wandering the earth for all eternity? Never knowing death, never knowing salvation. That'd be a blessed, more severe punishment for people who wish that shit on church. Death is too good for a piece of shit, disgusting animal. Like these left-wing people. Death is too good for them. And people are dragging out poor 22-year-old man named through the mud that's been there for 5 years with Charlie Kirk. All I know is there's people making big deals about it, laughing about him getting killed, celebrating. Y'all think y'all losing your job was bad? Try explaining yourself to the big guy upstairs. That's the one you gotta worry about. That's going to be an ultimate punishment. That's going to be the judgment for all of us. But the ones who was celebrating him getting killed, laughing about it, raising kids to celebrate it, Hell, even Satan might not want their souls. That's bad. If heaven don't want you, then hell don't want you. Hey, you got other religions. Oh wait, they people don't want you. So yeah, get back to the video, shall we?
As if he abandoned Charlie. He's a 20-year-old man seeing somebody get shot in the neck with blood gushing out. That's his best friend. Well, like, I don't understand why people feel the need to do stuff like this. He definitely runs off in probably absolute terror.
And Charlie had given me similar instructions along the years. He said, if anything ever happens to me, you call Erica.
Yeah, that's the other
thing.
thing.
And he drilled that into Mikey's brain so that when this moment of trauma happened, that he turned around and he knew he had to do it.
And I see Mikey there. And I will never forget what I saw, because I've seen Mikey almost every day for the past 2 years. I know his personality very well. He's a very bubbly guy. He's a very happy guy almost all of the time. And I'll never forget what I saw, because it was clear in the moment that he was profoundly freaked out. What I'll always remember is the way his lip was quivering, which I'd never seen before. And you very rarely see from someone that he was freaking out. And then I think he literally said to me, I might be imagining this, but I think what he literally said was, then he was looking around, and then he says, I need to call Erica. And then he takes his phone and he begins calling Erica. And I don't want to disclose how that call unfolded, but he did that. Your mind extends all of this, but that is happening within a minute of all of this occurring. I remember he calls Erica. Around the same time, I pull out my phone and I call my mom just to say, Mom, there's been a shooting. You're going to see it on the news. I'm okay. Pray for me. I've got to go. And I remember that call. And around the time I put that phone away, and then he immediately calls his dad. He calls Rob McCoy. And he says, Dad, someone shot Charlie. You need to call all of your pastor friends. Charlie was hit. We need everyone to pray right now. And that's what he told him. And I guess it's very disgusting for me as someone who witnessed this, who saw Mikey hugely distressed and then step up in the moment, because after that call was over, I saw Mikey get total mastery of himself, that he realized he had to step up in this situation. And from that point, he was like a general directing a battle, where he was, grabbing people and saying, okay, we need to get to the hospital and we need to do these things, and you guys need to wait here. I need to get in here to get information so that I can get it to Erica. And when we learned he was dead, he came out and he told us, and then he says, now none of you can say anything that you've heard, because Erica is not going to hear about this from anyone except me.
The most traumatic thing you could imagine had just happened to him. My brain fried. I cannot imagine what was going through your guys' head, being on the scene and seeing it, and knowing, again, the security guys are jumping in. He turns, and I'm telling you, Mikey that day turned into a general on a field, marshaling the troops going, but for a second there, obviously he didn't know what to do, and then he clicked into gear eventually. It was amazing.
Mikey was a heroic figure on that day, and I really want anyone who finds these narratives attacking him to be remotely credible to really, really stop and think about what you are doing, because what you are doing is bad, and it is gross, and it is a choice, and it's a choice you shouldn't make.
Clearly, he was speaking at the funeral. Clearly, Mikey is still there. Everywhere Charlie is, Mikey's still there. He tweets about him every day. And people don't have room to have enough common sense to say the boy is distraught. That's why he's out in the parking lot holding his head in total disbelief. You somehow think he's supposed to have some tactical inclination to go, I'm going to start doing quick clock and helping Charlie out. He probably could not believe what he saw. He probably was in shock. How do you know he probably was in shock? I have seen people get killed multiple times. And people around them that do not have tactical experience or have never seen anything like that, they are distraught. They're not functioning. They cannot talk to you after witnessing a murder or witnessing somebody die. It's not the movies where somebody gets killed and the person is like, yeah, that was very strange that I saw this coming. When you see something like that, if you've never been exposed to stuff like that before, you are haunted for the rest of your life. And somehow people are putting Mikey out there. So everybody that shared that, you're a piece of crap, acting like this is really questions being asked. These people are not asking questions. They're making assumptions with no evidence to back it up. They couldn't find anything else to say, and now all of a sudden, after a month or so of Charlie being dead, they want to look through the film and find somebody that they can try to build a conspiracy on so they can get more clicks. There's no reason whatsoever to think that somehow anything that Mikey McCoy did was somehow nefarious against Charlie Kirk. It's insane to me. And I see some people in the comment section going like, Ian Curl is on to something. You wait till the trial happens. Wait till the trial happens. I'm gonna act out of character for a little bit. I'm gonna say a couple cuss words. I'm gonna stick the middle finger up at people, and I'm gonna do everything just for a little bit. Is that okay? I'm lying. I ain't gonna do that. But I want to do it. I want to just say, Lord, forgive me. I'm gonna cuss people out.
Don't worry, I'll do all that for you. Cussing the middle finger on. Fuck y'all leftists. Fuck your conspiracy. Fuck you the ones who was celebrating his death. Fuck all y'all. There you go. Your conscience clear.
And no end. When the trial comes out and the evidence is presented, and you guys had just been mocking and shaming and creating an environment where people are getting death threats, you are putting Erica Kirk, Charlie's wife, in a peculiar position because now people think she got something to do with it. She cannot mourn his death. Let me put something out there to you guys, and I'm going to go to the next story. Your favorite people that claim to be Charlie's #1 fans, what did they say about Charlie receiving the Freedom Award, the Medal of Freedom? What did they say? Go look at their Twitter. Go look at their X account. Did they even mention it?
I'm glad he got the reward. I'm proud he got it. He did a lot of work for that. So yeah, I'm proud to see him get that. But I'm sad he didn't even enjoy it though.
Won't mention that he got the Medal of Freedom. I can do the whole live stream about this stuff. Somebody said this. Somebody said unfollow you. Go oh my God, I'm gonna miss you. Now I'm 3.7 million and one missing. You stupid idiot. And then also another person go, well, Erica is not telling Candace to stop. Does she have to? Does she have to mention? Does she have to go out her way to say something to people online? Do she have to? Just use your common sense. When somebody says that turning everybody betrayed Charlie, that's including Erica Kirk. When somebody say everybody turned on Charlie, that means Turning Point USA is implicit. Everybody there. Everybody. Do you think that, in your mind, you think Erica say, yeah, that's right, I did betray him. Put that out on the internet. I betrayed him. And everybody that was speaking at his funeral, everybody that was at his actual funeral, everybody, the man who did the eulogy for Charlie Kirk, they all in on it. But people that's not even associated in Charlie Kirk's inner circle is somehow the ones that are freedom fighters. Then put your thinking cap on. And I want you to unfollow me if you that silly. Y'all are being played. You guys are being played that are believing this stuff. Do you not see it? Do you not see that you're a useful idiot in this situation? They just making money off you. They don't even believe the stuff they saying. Some of them are just saying it because they get clicks and money. And you think it's a deep dive in it. These people really care. They don't really care. How many people really got a text message they can show you from Charlie Kirk from a week ago? 2 weeks ago. I mean, from before his death. 2 weeks before his death. A week before his death. They ain't got the they don't have the text messages. They can show you communication or a picture or something from years ago. Didn't even go. Were they at his funeral? Okay. I'm just throwing that out there, just in case y'all want to be informed and not be a complete fool. You guys are getting tricked, man. They're tricking you about Israel. They're tricking you guys about this Charlie Kirk thing. You just wait till the smoke settle, and you will be able to see very clearly who are the people that really care and that are doing things in good faith with due diligence, and the people that have been tricking you into liking and sharing their content so they can go viral.